What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. My name is Myles with Holiday World out of Dallas, Texas, and me and my wife, we are having our first serious, real debate in our marriage as we just got married on July 7th. So my wife here, she wants this Newmar New Air. That is what she wants. That's about what, $550,000, $600,000 or so. And I want, we're gonna run over here. I want this thing right here. This is a little guy Micro Max. I don't know, I've never even seen this thing before. So we're gonna get into this thing. I don't know, babe, what do you think? You think we could, see look, I got a Tacoma right here. She's still like, no. We want that Newmar somewhere that's back over there. No, I have a Tacoma, we have a Tacoma. We could put this in the garage. That is what is so exciting about this. This is something you can put in the garage, can sit up to 6 people in here and sleep up to 3 people. So that is super impressive. We're gonna look at this thing inside and out. Shouldn't take too long because it's not too big. So let's go. Hey, welcome back to another video. If this is your first time tuning into one of my videos, I'm super excited that you're here. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy. And if you do get something out of this video, consider hitting the like button down below and definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you would like to connect with me on other social media platforms, links to my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook are down below in the description where you can find other RV related content that I upload regularly. And then finally, if you are interested in this RV, keep in mind I am in a sales position. I do not get paid by my company to come out here and make these videos. I just do this on my own time in hopes of finding people like you that might be interested in this RV. So I would love to personally assist you in helping you make this RV yours. So you can either text me at the number on the screen there, or there is a link down below in the description that you can fill out with some basic information that will help me best help you. So go down there and fill out that information if you are interested in this RV. And let's get into the video. All right, y'all, so this is a 2022 little guy Micro Max. I have never seen this thing before, and what gets me most excited about this RV is only about 6 feet 10.5 inches tall. So this can fit in a residential garage, meaning you won't have to pay for storage for something like this. And now traditionally what I've looked at with people when they're looking for something that they don't have to get storage for, forgive the generator noise here, is this model right here that is literally just a bed inside. There's no kitchen inside the RV. The kitchen is off the back. This is the New Camp Tag XL. Really cool, rugged, off-road little teardrop trailer, but nothing like this that can seat and sleep the amount of people this can that would still fit in the garage. And you'll see the specs up on the screen. Make sure that they're up there for a decent amount of time because, again, this is my first time seeing it, so I can't really rattle off all the specs the way I would on some other RVs that I'm more familiar with. But gonna go through some different stuff on here. The interior height at its highest point is 5 feet 9 inches. You have a 12-gallon freshwater tank, 8.5-gallon gray water tank. The width on it is 6 feet 8 inches, and the overall length bumper to bumper is gonna be 15 feet 11 inches, so just say 16 feet. So if your garage space fits within 16 feet long, 6 foot 10.5 inches tall, and 6 foot 8 inches wide, you can fit this thing in your garage. Absolutely incredible. And then if you don't know anything about Little Guy, they are a really high quality teardrop trailer. So think maybe you have Airstream at the very top of like towable trailer RVs. And then right below that would probably be something like this Little Guy Max. All solid hardwood cabinetry inside. You have dual pane windows out here. One thing I love is you'll hear the generator as we walk back around this way a little bit. When I go inside this RV, because of the dual pane windows, a lot of people think dual pane windows help with insulation. They really don't at all. But what they do is they seriously dampen the noise inside the RV. So you can hardly hear the generator when you're inside this trailer because of those dual pane windows. So as we look around, you'll see you have a standard tongue jack here. Now it will come with a wheel that goes on this tongue jack that will allow you to easily push this RV around with your hands because it does not weigh that much. Another thing about this RV, it's under 2,000 pounds in total weight. So many different vehicles out there that can tow this RV. If your vehicle has a towing hitch on it and can tow at least 2,500 to 3,000 pounds, you can probably safely tow this RV here. It'll depend on how many occupants you have in the vehicle and stuff like that, but if your vehicle can tow 3,000 pounds or up, you can definitely tow this thing. You do have an AC and a furnace inside as well that we'll take a look at, but you have super dark tinted dual pane windows, so you can hardly see into the RV through those windows there. You have this like dropped frame here to allow for more ceiling height in there. You do have your stabilizer legs that will come down. You have an actual metal rock guard here on the front end, and then this, it's like a diamond plated rock guard. Then in this compartment here, you'll have your battery, battery connections in here, which batteries are not in here right now, and your propane bottle. So propane will be for your stove, your furnace, and things like that, water heater. And then you have a sewer hose storage compartment under here as well. Now this one under here, we'll take a look underneath the underbelly when we get to the other side. I do want to point out on these teardrop trailers, you have these rail systems here. So there will be some teardrop trailer accessories that can slide into those rail systems that will give you maybe like an outside covered area here or some sort of outside tent space here. You do have outdoor speakers out here. So some outside entertainment, 2 sets of outlets right here with USB ports, and then you do have an HDMI port and antenna connection there for a TV, because you do have a TV mount here if you did want to mount a TV. Could put a TV outside. You also have a little table or a little rail system here that would allow a table to go on there. You have a propane quick connect line, so you can attach a grill out here. Storage door with a slam lock latch on it. You can see the wheel there that it will come with, and this is your storage up underneath the bed. Also have an outlet there, but currently 2 different components are plugged into that. And then as you come down underneath, oh, you have a magnet to hold that door up as well. As you come down underneath, you can see underneath here now, I don't see any exposed water tanks. This is interesting. Oh, very rugged, hard plastic under there for like a guard where your tires are at. Now this doesn't have the off-road tires. It does have an off-road tire option. A lot of people say the off-road tires don't even do anything anyways. The off-road tires are gonna make this RV taller. So this here with the pitched axle underneath here that allows the RV to sit up higher, that is going to get you at that 6 foot, 10.5 inch height. But it says it's a 3.5 season RV. So I can't tell exactly where all your water tanks are underneath there, but it looks like they might not be exposed underneath there, which would be really interesting as well on this model. So that's something to keep in mind and consider as well, where you may, I really don't know what's going on with the water tanks underneath, whether or not they're exposed. But with that being said, even if you're camping in, close to freezing or below freezing temperatures with this RV, a lot of people just won't keep water in their tanks. They'll just use a restroom wherever they're at and things like that, so they don't have to worry about water freezing on them. So that is something to think about as well, if that's a concern. It's now coming with a backup camera, so you have a backup camera installed from the factory. You have a 110 watt solar panel, so that's gonna make sure your batteries stay charged. And you do have an accessory hitch back here, so you can set up accessories on this hitch down there as well. So that's pretty neat. Got it hooked up to the generator, so we have power here. Nice thing about this, something like this Cummins 4500 watt 30 amp generator is going to power everything on this RV. So I have the AC on in there. This little generator, if you got this with this trailer, this generator is only like $1,500, might be even a little less, will power your whole RV here. So that's something I love too. I'm telling you, I really want this thing. My wife thinks I'm playing, but she's not gonna think I'm playing when I show up at home with it one day and it's in the garage. But just kidding, she might not be too happy, but we'll see. You have an outdoor shower here. I apologize about the generator noise. You can see your fresh tank water dump lines right there. And then you have your black and gray tank dump valves right here for your water lines. And then see again into your underbelly area. So really, really impressed by this thing. That's the outside. Let's go ahead and hop inside. So as we head inside here, give you a look at it with this wider angle lens so you can kind of see what the outside looks like with the wide angle lens. When you walk in, you can see how low that floor goes to give you that 5 foot 9 inch ceiling height. You have a nice grab handle as you walk in. Your microwave right when you walk in, so you can get your food from outside. You don't even have to walk into the RV to get your food out of there. Storage that goes through right here, so this is a nice little shelf. All your sound controls right here, so again, you don't have to go through the RV to get your sound controls. All your additional controls for your lights and water tank levels, stuff like that. Your battery charge levels, all right here. And then more storage shelving underneath there. all solid hardwood throughout this entire teardrop trailer. So that is going to make this significantly higher quality than every other, you know, towable travel trailer out there short of an Airstream, having that solid hardwood construction throughout. And then it also, I don't know for sure, but usually these have an Azdel sidewall. Now I don't see a sticker on here for Azdel, but it looks like that's an Azdel sidewall in there as well. So that should be a composite sidewall that you have that is going to be resistant to water and more lightweight than like a wooden sidewall. So hopefully that didn't change because I don't see the sticker out here for that, but these have always had an Azdel sidewall, so I'd imagine it's still the same. You also have an LED light out here, so that will illuminate your space outside your campsite. And then all of your windows will have a day shade that'll come down like this, or a bug screen, really. And then you have a privacy shade that will come up from the bottom. So, and then all of your windows, they're dual pane windows, and they all open like so, where you'll have that door there, and they will all open like that. You have these knobs right there to lock them in place, and that's how every single window inside this teardrop trailer will open up. Now as we walk inside, remember, you saw that other teardrop trailer that we looked at right back here that was literally just a bed on wheels with the kitchen in the outside. Look at this compared to that. I mean, I am like blown away that this still will fit inside your garage, and you have all this space in here. Now I'm 6'2", so obviously I cannot stand all the way up here, but the way I look at teardrop trailers like this, as you can see, I'm currently just sitting on this dinette chair right here across from this one. And this is how I would be if I was inside this RV at any time. There's no reason other than me just moving around the RV to need to stand up. Even just cooking at the kitchen right here, I mean, I might just get over real quick to move something on the stove, and then I just sit back down. And I could be sitting 95% of the time I'm in this RV. So I love this about this travel trailer. You have your dinette seating here with the table, nice big window looking out to your campsite, nice big window here looking out to your campsite, and you have the window over here looking out into your campsite. I guess these aren't going to really be looking into your campsite. That'd be your non-campsite, but you know what I mean, looking out into nature. This table will move around, so you can see the arm that it's on here that will allow it to pretty much move all the way around however you want. And then these tables will collapse. They can come out of this system here to go down onto these mounts to turn this into a bed. So this is actually a single person sleeping bed as well when this is down in the bed position. So that'll just be able to sleep one person there. And then back here, same thing, this table will collapse down onto these Velcro straps right here. Little touches too where they put the Velcro on the table there so it'll actually Velcro in. And then you can see where I've kind of already done it, where if you slide this over, this actually will pull all the way back to give you that space where you can then take these cushions here and fill them in. And just look at how big of a bed this is going to make. That's going to make almost a king size bed back in this area. This whole back space, sidewall to sidewall, will be an entire bed. I mean, you could sleep two people here so comfortably. This is bigger than my bed at home since I have a queen mattress at home. Huge sleeping space there that you'll get when you make this into a bed. And then this pushes back. It pushes all the way back into that space back underneath here, so you can see as it just keeps sliding out, and then finally you see the back end of it, but it all tucks away. So you have all this floor space and feet space underneath here, a 5,000 BTU AC and a 16,000 BTU furnace. So plenty of cooling and heating power. I have the AC here, and it is nice because it's blowing all that cold air right on my legs to keep me cool right away. I've only had it on for maybe 5 minutes, and it's already getting cool in here, and it's about 102 degrees outside. So love that. You have some more controls here for your thermostat, for your heat. This is going to be your solar charge controller, working with the solar panels to keep your batteries charged. Some of your other stuff like your gas and electric water heater here, your water pump. You have this ambient light switch so you can see, oh, that's your lights underneath the dinette table there. And then in the kitchen area, you have a mini refrigerator. So you have that underneath here, nice little mini fridge. You have all this storage space down underneath here. And then that's just access really to some stuff under there. Not too much storage space, but a little bit. And again, all solid hardwood throughout this RV. All your windows are also dual pane windows throughout this RV. You have the bigger air fan here. This is about a 14-inch fan right there that will open up. Some storage shelving space up here. This is a nice, really rugged plastic with a rubber barrier around the seal there. Your lights can all turn on and off individually with these switches. And then you have a 2-burner gas cooktop. A nice sink there. Definitely gets the job done. This is like a really hard, thick plastic material, it seems like. I always forget the name of this material because this is in some other RVs as well. But it's better than plastic, but I can't remember if it's just a plastic or if it's like what it is exactly. I always forget. But it's just really strong and durable nonetheless. Stainless steel faucet that will pull out. Same thing you would have on like your bigger travel trailers and fifth wheels. And then I don't know why that's not wanting to snap in place for me. That's weird. It was in place when I got here. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Got that back in place. Had a little water drip out of there, but no big worries. And then when you go back to this area, not only do you have all this seating space here, I mean, you legitimately can sit 4 people back here. I do have to duck a little bit getting back here because you can see how the ceiling starts to slant down. But you have a TV here, so when you're laying in bed, you'll have the TV. You have your speakers right here as well that will fill this space with sound. You have a charging center to plug in different things, plus your USB ports. And then again, this table will just float around. You have it on those arms right here, and you could take this table outside if you want to. Push it out of the way however you best see fit. And then let's see what's back behind here. You have even more storage back behind here as well. These will slide out of the way, and you have more storage there. So these are just plastic dividers that divide that storage space here back into that space. So this thing is so dang cool. I'm gonna see if I can get it in the bed position just so you can see what the bed looks like. So give me just a second to see if I can make that happen. And boom, you have what looks like it's bigger than a king size bed here. I don't want to lay on it because I am extremely sweaty. It's over 100 degrees outside and I haven't been in this RV long enough to get the sweat to stop, so I don't want to get in the bed. But this is about the size of at least a queen size bed, might be closer to about a king, but a huge sleeping space area here. You can see how the bed just collapsed down there and that other part pulled back to open that up. And then this here will do the exact same thing as well to make this into a bed. So then looking at the pricing on this, you have the MSRP on this with the additional solar panel that comes on here and the backup camera at $36,966. So that is just the MSRP price. That is not our sales price. So that's all I got for y'all. If you like this video, hit the like button down below and definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you are interested in this RV, please reach out to me. Go down to that inquiry link down below in the description. It may still be here unless I decide to head back home to Dallas with it, but there's still one back behind it back there. So there's a chance for you to get the other one, but this one, I might take it home with me, towing it with my Tacoma. So really hope y'all appreciate that video. Until next time, I'll see you out camping.